Well, the fallout from the Ohio toxic train derailment continues as federal lawmakers crack down on the industry with newly proposed regulations. Thanks for joining us tonight for Fox 43 News at 10. I'm Evan Forrester.
And I'm Amy Lutz. U.S. senators from Pennsylvania and Ohio are teaming up on new legislation to improve railroad safety and prevent disaster, while a Pennsylvania congressman introduced a bill of his own to improve transparency.
Fox 43's Marshall Keeley spoke to an environmental expert who had a hand in some of the legislation.
A fiery wake-up call.
I think the East Palestine train derailment and explosion is the poster child on showing us steps we could take to avoid these kinds of accidents.
PennEnvironment Executive Director David Masur says the toxic February 3rd derailment exposed the holes in railroad regulation.
We have to make sure that there's better inspections, that there's better enforcement. We have to make sure that we properly staffed up our nation's freight rail system.
The Railroad Safety Act of 2023 would do just that. The bipartisan bill, introduced by Pennsylvania U.S. Senators Casey and Fetterman, among others, would add new safety measures requiring trained two-person crews on every train carrying hazardous materials. It would also require regular inspections of wheel bearings, hoping to detect weak points in the aging infrastructure.
These brake systems are essentially, they were invented in the 1880s. And yet here we are still using them today as we've added more and more cars to trains.
Pennsylvania Congressman Chris DeLuzio introduced the Derail Act, a bill Masur helped craft. It would require railroads to give local officials a report on any toxic chemicals spilled during a derailment within 24 hours of the incident. The bill would lower the threshold for a train to be considered a high-hazard, flammable train. Masur says it would also get rid of a dangerous loophole.
If trains are carrying different types of cargo, some that are hazardous and some that are not, they then don't have to categorize as highly hazardous.
Masur believes the nation's railroad infrastructure needs work and that the country should consider whether or not these toxic chemicals are necessary in the first place.
We put a man on the moon 60 years ago. If we can do that, we can find safer products on the marketplace that don't put traveling train bombs, rumbling through our communities.
The time for talk is over, Masur says. Now, federal lawmakers must act. Marshall Keeley, Fox 43 News.